January 1st, 2021, anchored VWAP. Let's look at the price action. So the year opened up, price went above the anchor VWAP, corrected back down, teeter-tottered, went substantially below anchor VWAP to the bottom of the Bollinger Band on the daily time frame. After we had oversold, wicks come out the bottom of the Bollinger Band. This was at the end of January. Price went above the anchor VWAP. I'm gonna zoom out to see. So price got overbought, oversold into January, into February. The very beginning of February is when price boomed very hard, went above the anchor VWAP, and continued chopping, consolidating. I guess you could say March, around the middle of March is when it made a high, consolidated, made a slightly higher high, and then that was a local top. Had a huge sell-off into the summer, and then price went back up, double topped in 2021. That's what a lot of people expecting this type of price action for this year to end this bull run. So, not saying this has to happen, but let's go back to where we are now and see if it's similar price action. So here we are. This yellow line is where our anchor VWAP is. Very similar price action. Price went above, came below, hit the bottom of the Bollinger Band. There's our rejection wick, and this was our hard push up. After this rejection wick of oversold on the daily time frame. So as long as we're above, and this is my analysis for you. You know me, I like the DCA into swings. I already gave everybody the DCA at 50K so they could ride that up. When we got into price discovery at $73,000, I did the same thing. A lot of people who've been following me still didn't want to take that DCA. So now here we are, once again, struggling to make the analysis to help people get into the market that aren't in the market and they don't know what's going on. So there could be a quick sell-off, which could bring us back down close to this VWAP. I'm just speculating here if price is to shoot up, but we already had our oversold condition on the daily Bollinger Band. Now we're at the end of January, just like at the beginning of 2021, price shot up above this anchored VWAP. So what I'm gonna speculate is that we're gonna stay above this anchor VWAP, the January 1st, 2025 anchor VWAP. As long as we're above this, I would say price has more tendency to keep pushing up to make new highs. Also, we had the Trump pump back in November. That's this green line. And here is the bottom of the Bollinger Band, which I believe will start creeping up. Let's look at this volume. We had increase in volume, and then we had a decrease in buying volume this Thursday and Friday. So we're in a choppy situation right now. If price wants to dip down close to here at the 100K area, 99K area, which is also the bias of the daily time frame Bollinger Band, I would take that as an opportunity to try to catch a bounce. And if we catch a bounce and price starts going back up, you want to see these green volume bars start being consistent. If we come down to, let's just say hypothetically, we come down to 100K area, 101, anywhere around there, price starts going back up to challenge the previous highs, and these green volume candles start shrinking. As we go up, I would say that's going to be a rejection, and this is going to be nothing like the 2021 January pump, February and March, Q1. Now, y'all know that I'm serious about my volume analysis, and this is what I don't want to happen. We saw this push up right here. Look at this small volume, little baby green volume bars as price pushed upwards. It led to a rejection and a very sharp rejection after price hit the top of the Bollinger Band for overbought. That's what I'm speaking on. I don't want it to happen. If we have another push up, we go to new all-time highs. I don't want to see volume decreasing on that push. So you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to see a volume divergence where volume gets smaller as price is to move upward. Now, if you go follow me on the TradingView Ideas, I'm only one Crypto Fuse on there, and I'll just go to it myself. On January 1st, I posted, is this a supply zone? Because I had a feeling that price was going to rally, and I saw this smaller buying candle, then a huge move down. So this was at like 99K, close to 100K. So price overshot that supply zone, or what I thought was a supply zone, and I saw the volume divergence. So I gave a signal in my trading group, and then I also posted a chart where I gave a target of 98,000 after I saw that volume divergence. It was an easy trade because even though I was looking to short in this area where my cursor is at around 99.5, price overshot, but this is the important part where I circled earlier. Right here, I noticed the volume divergence. So I dropped down to the smaller time frame, and I went crazy with a 50x trade, and it hit hard and it hit fast. And a lot of people didn't take that trade. Even the people in my trading group did not take the trade. It's scary when you see price constantly going up. Then you have a huge green candle. Then you have an immediate rejection. So what gave me those clues to want to take that short was simply because we hit the top of the Bollinger Band. Price wicked out of it. And this is on the smaller time frames. You know what? I'm going to drop down just to show. So here we go, January 6th. Price rallied up. When I woke up that morning, I saw all these little wicks being formed since Asia session. I got up around 4 a.m. right as this wick was formed. This last wick had formed about 30 minutes prior to me getting up. Rejection after Bollinger Band. 2 rejections right here. Mind you, I've been watching that volume divergence on a daily time frame. I'm going to go to the chat now where I gave the signal that I'm going for a 50x trade right here. 50x leverage trade. I took my trade because it was an easy stop loss on here. I wouldn't have lost my butt in the trade, even though 50x is very dangerous. And I put my stop loss above here, even though I entered the trade late. I really didn't want to, but I saw that we already had a red rejection candle, or a red bearish candle after rejection wick off the Bollinger Band. Mind you, that volume divergence on the daily time frame. So I was like, it's time to go for it. And I did it. I just opened a 50x short, pure gamble. Then I dropped the chart with the 1 hour time frame. Target area is January 1st, anchor VWAP, or key area that acted as both support and resistance. So I gave this trade around 4:50 a.m. Then I updated the trade to tell everybody the targets. So now back to the chart on the 15-minute time frame where I took that trade. It didn't take long. I'm getting my 15-minute alerts right now as I'm making this video. But it didn't take long for, as I said in the telegram that I just showed you, for price to come down to 98K where the VWAP was. That was my target. I should have left it open because it just kept running. You know, that's just part of trading, not being greedy. I had my reasons why I closed it at 50x leverage, because if price were to turn around and just suck away all those gains that I made, you know, that would be really sad. So not being greedy, you know, actually was the best way to roll because I made a good money on that trade. Anyway, that's all this is to say on the daily time frame where I just showed you about the volume divergence. I don't want to see a negative price volume divergence if we rally to new all-time highs. I don't want to see those same conditions that I just circled previously. This small volume shrinking up as price rallied. So I would like to favor the season that we're in. I've been saying that I believe Bitcoin is going to go to new highs, and I've been posting that even on the TradingView Ideas and on my YouTube analysis. But I think it's going to be a short-lived bull run because we have too many imbalances that were not filled since the Trump pump. The accumulation stopped around this 90K area. This is where the last whales were making large purchases, and I feel like they're protecting this area. This area has been protected. These imbalances all the way from like 67K all the way up have not been filled, and they will be filled one day. You can trust and believe. So I've already made this analysis. If you don't like the analysis, I can understand, but I'm just going out price action and accumulation and distribution volume. So I'll ride the waves. If there's hype in the market and the market move on hype, I'm gonna move with that hype. But I know eventually when it is time to take those short positions, these imbalances will be filled. And we're just playing it by ear right now. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any trading direction bias, let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. Peace.